High upon a grassy hill lived a shepherd named Silas. He did not have much. His coat was patched and his shoes were worn. But Silas had a gentle heart and a flock of sheep that he loved more than anything in the world. He spent his days listening to the wind and watching the clouds drift by. One afternoon, while searching for a lost lamb near the edge of the forest, Silas spotted something tucked beneath a thorny bush. It was a heavy leather bag, tied tight with a silk ribbon. When he picked it up, it clinked with a sound he had never heard before, the sound of metal hitting metal. Silas untied the ribbon and gasped. Inside were dozens of bright, shimmering gold coins. They glowed like little suns in his calloused palms. He thought of all the things he could buy: a warm new house, soft blankets, and enough grain to feed his sheep for 100 winters. But as Silas looked at the gold, he felt a heaviness in his chest that had nothing to do with the weight of the bag. "This belongs to someone," he whispered to his favorite sheep. "Somewhere, a person is very sad because they have lost this treasure. I cannot keep what is not mine." Silas gathered his flock and led them down the long, winding path toward the village. He walked past the old windmill and across the stone bridge, asking everyone he met if they had lost something precious. The sun began to set, casting long shadows across the cobblestones. Near the village square, Silas found a man named Bram sitting on a wooden bench, his head buried in his hands. Bram was a merchant who had traveled from far away. When Silas approached him and held out the leather bag, Bram looked up with tears of relief in his eyes. Bram opened the bag and counted every single coin. Not one was missing. "You have returned my life's work," Bram said, his voice trembling. "I thought I had lost everything." "Why did you not keep it for yourself, shepherd? You clearly have very little." A villager named Elara had been watching from her doorway. She stepped out into the street, amazed by what she had seen. "Silas has no money for a new coat," Elara whispered to the neighbors gathering around. Yet he gave back a fortune without a second thought. Bram stood up and took Silas by the hand. "Your honesty is a brighter treasure than all this gold," Bram declared loudly so the whole village could hear. To thank him, Bram shared a portion of the gold with Silas, enough to fix his home and care for his flock forever. From that day on, whenever someone in the village found something lost, they thought of Silas the shepherd. They learned that while gold can buy many things, a clear conscience and a truthful heart are the only things that truly make a person rich. Silas returned to his hill, a happy man,